BTS reunion album release date revealed after 4-year hiatus. BTS Jimin, Jung Kook, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, ARMY and V announced their reunion album will be released on March 20, 2026, after a 4-year hiatus to complete their mandatory military duties in South Korea. BTS has some dynamite news. The K-pop boy band, comprised of Jimin 30, Jung Kook 28, Jin 33, Suga 32, J-Hope 31, RM 31 and V 30, will be releasing new music in March, nearly 4 years after 2002's Proof. Their reunion album was announced in handwritten letters to select members of their official fan club BTS ARMY, with the messages reading, 2026 3.20. I greeted you all as a soloist in 2023 and 2024, Jin wrote in a note published by Variety. But I can finally greet you as part of a team again. ARMY penned that he had been waiting for this moment more desperately than anyone, while Jung Kook told fans, please take good care of us this year as well. J-Hope added, finally, it's the year that we will all be together with you. Indeed, their reunion has been long awaited. After all, the group went on an extended hiatus to fulfill military duties in their native home of South Korea, a requirement of all able-bodied men in the country. Being the oldest member of the Bangtan Boys, Jin was the first to enlist. He went into active service in December 2022 and was discharged in June 2024, when his bandmates greeted him outside the military base. In fact, ARMY surprised him by playing their 2020 smash single Dynamite on the saxophone upon his departure. J-Hope was the second to enter military service in April 2023. He was followed by the remaining 4 members, who all enlisted in December 2023. Jimin and Jung Kook were the last to be discharged on June 11, 2025, one day after ARMY and V finished their duties. The following month, BTS started teasing a musical reunion. Since it will be a group album, it will reflect each member's thoughts and ideas, Jung Kook said in a July livestream. We're approaching the album with the same mindset we had when we first started. For more about BTS and other K-pop idols, read on BTS. This septet, comprised of ARMY, Suga, Jimin, Jin, Jung Kook, J-Hope and V, formed in 2013 when they were just teenagers. Also known as the Bangtan Boys, BTS has become an acronym for Beyond the Scene. Made up of 3 rappers and 4 singers, the group has helped change the sound of K-pop by writing their own songs with lyrics that focus on personal and social commentary, something the very glossy and aspirational world of K-pop used to expressly avoid. As a result, they've become the biggest K-pop in the world. With 4 consecutive No. 1 albums on the US Billboard 200, making them the first and only Korean act to achieve that milestone. They've become the first group since the Beatles to earn 3 in less than 1 year. They've teamed with superstars like Nicki Minaj and Halsey, performed on sets and all, and even spoken at the United Nations. And with Dynamite, their first all-English song, they finally achieved a long-sought-after goal and hit No. 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. BLAC Pyongyang. This girl group quartet, comprised of Rose, Jennie, Lisa and Jisoo, has become the female equivalent of BTS on the global scene. After debuting in August 2016, they become the highest-charting female K-pop act on both the Billboard Hot 100 and Billboard 200 charts. They'd collaborated with Dua Lipa, Lady Gaga and Cardi B, appeared on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert and Good Morning America, become the first K-pop girl group to grace the cover of Billboard, seen their music videos break YouTube records, and turned in an acclaimed set at the 2019 Coachella Festival, as the first K-pop girl group to perform there. Epic High became the first group overall back when they performed in 2016. For a taste of what they can do, look no further than Lovesick Girls, their smash single off their debut LP, the album, and its show-stopping music video. You won't be disappointed. GOT7, one of the 2 groups to give BTS a run for their top social artist money at this year's Billboard Music Awards, is this septet, comprised of GB, Mark Jackson, Jin Young, Youngjae, Bam Bam, and Yoongyim. Debuting in January 2014, they're truly multinational, with members hailing from Korea, Hong Kong, Thailand, and the United States. While they've yet to make as big a splash as BTS, they became the first Korean act to chart on Billboard's Artist 100, an all-encompassing chart that combines radio airplay, sales data, streaming data, and social media activity to rank the top 100 artists in America each week. Since PSI in April 2016, when they debuted at No. 45. For a taste of what they have to offer, look no further than their smooth R&B inflected Lullaby, which is sitting pretty at over 110 million views on YouTube. EXO, the other group to challenge BTS at the BBMAs, it is this boy band whose membership once swelled to 12 guys and 2 subgroups, known as EXO-K and EXO-M, who performed in Korean and Mandarin, respectively. Since 2014, they've seen their numbers pared down to a more manageable 9, including Jimin, Suho, Lei, Baekhyun, Chen, Chanyeol, Do, Kai, and Simun. When they arrived on the scene in 2012, they were given a wild backstory involving extraterrestrial origins and superpowers. Aside from the theatricality, they're known for an experimental sound, meaning no song sounds quite like the last. Their 5th studio album, Don't Mess Up My Tempo, was released in November 2018 and arrived at No. 23 on the Billboard 200, marking their highest debut yet. To get a glimpse of what they do best, check out the reggae-tinged Coco Bop. The album also served as their last as a group of 9. With military service compulsory in South Korea, Jimin and Do had to sit out of 2019's Obsession, while Lei only performed on the Chinese version. As a sextet, the album peaked at No. 182 on the Billboard 200. Girls' Generation. This girl group has been around, in some shape or form, since their 2007 debut. Initially embracing an electropop and bubblegum pop sound, they've become more experimental over the years, incorporating EDM, hip-hop and R&B into their sound. Their first bit of Western attention came in 2013 when the titular single off their album, I Got a Boy, won Video of the Year at the inaugural YouTube Music Awards. In 2017, Billboard named them the best K-pop girl group of the past decade. Their future, however, is up in the air as 3 of their 8 members, Tiffany, Sooyoung, and Seohyun, decided not to renew their contracts with SM Entertainment, the company that founded GG, to pursue acting or solo music careers. In August 2018, a subgroup made up of the 5 remaining members, Sunny, Taeyeon, Yoona, Yuri, and Woyeon, was formed. To release their debut album, Lil Touch, that September. For a taste of classic GG, look no further than their breakthrough hit, G. Monsta X. The members of this septet were handpicked by Korean fans on the reality show, or survival show, as it's referred to in South Korea, No Mercy. Comprised of Shimnu, Wonho, Minhyuk, Kideon, Hangwon, Juhani, and M, Monsta X's name has a double meaning of monsters conquering the K-pop scene, and My Star, taking a cue from Mon, the French word for my. Thanks to their suggestive choreography, they've become the mature alternative to much of K-pop's more youthful boy bands. After a 2018 appearance at KIS-FM Jingle Ball, where they became the first K-pop band to perform, an English-language collab with Steve Aoki in March 2019, and the sudden departure of Wonho that October, they broke big with the release of All About Love in February 2020. Their first all-English album gave them their first entry on the Billboard 200 chart, peaking in No. 5. ATEZ. This 8-member guy group, comprised of Hong Jung, Song Hwa-yeon, Yeosang, San, Minji, Woyoung, and Jongho, only released their debut album in October 2018 after a YouTube series chronicled their training in Los Angeles. While their name sounds like a reference to a decade no member was alive during, it actually stands for a Teenager Z, which is better than the original moniker of KQ Fellas, named after their label KQ Entertainment. Check out Say My Name to see them in all their tightly choreographed glory.
17. Despite their name, this group only has 13 members in it, each divided into 3 subunits with areas of specialization: hip-hop, vocal, and performance. Prior to their debut with a live showcase in May 2015, the members appeared in regular live broadcasts of a show called 17 TV, which showed them in training. With a reputation as a self-producing idol group, meaning they're actively involved in the songwriting process, they've managed to become major players in the American K-pop scene in little time and despite making any noise on the charts. Only 2 years into their career, they were named closers, a spot usually reserved for the most popular performers. For one night of KCON 2017 LA, a K-pop fan convention held in Los Angeles. To marvel at 13 people dancing perfectly in sync, look no further than the music video for their slinky single Home. Big Bang. This quintet, one of the most influential acts to shape the K-pop industry since their debut in 2006, has become one of the biggest selling boy bands in the world, outselling the Backstreet Boys and the Jackson 5 with over 140 million records worldwide and counting. They were the first Korean artist to enter Forbes Celebrity 100 in the 30 Under 30 list of most influential musicians in the world in 2016 and 2017, respectively. They also faced a bit of controversy in early 2019 when Seungri retired from the entertainment industry amidst allegations of his involvement in a prostitution ring, forcing the group to become a quartet. Luna, this 12-member girl group, debuted in 2016 with its members split up into 3 subgroups. All 12 vocalists didn't come together to reach their maximum potential until 2018 with the release of their first EP, Plus Plus. To see them all in action, check out the video for their undeniably catchy and oddly capitalized lead single favorite. Shiny, more K-pop royalty here. This quintet-turned-quartet has been dubbed the princes of K-pop for the impact their music has made in their native country. Debuting in 2008 with a contemporary R&B sound, they've been known to experiment with genres including funk rock, hip-hop, and EDM. In 2011, they performed at Abbey Road Studios in London, making them the first Asian artists to ever perform there. In December 2017, they suffered a tragedy when original member Jonghyun died of an apparent suicide. Red Velvet. This quintet, comprised of Solji, Irene, Wendy, Joy, and Yeri, celebrate the duality that exists in all women. They record music that celebrates either their red side, bright, youthful, predominantly pop, or their velvet side, which is more mature and primarily R&B. Their debut single, Happiness, arrived in August 2014 and featured production from Chad Hugo of the Neptunes. By 2015, their video for Dum Dum was the only non-English language entry on Rolling Stone's list of 10 best music videos of the year. And in 2019, they became the first K-pop girl group to hold a North American tour in 3 years. That same year, they were also tapped by Ellie Goulding and Diplo for a remix of their track Close to Me, contributing Korean lyrics to the song. NCT. NCT is K-pop's grand experiment. Why? Because NCT isn't actually one band. Rather, it's an umbrella name for a group of boy bands, under the concept of having an unlimited number of members divided into subunits based in various cities worldwide. As of press time, NCT consists of a whopping 23 members, divided into NCTU, a group with members that are constantly fluctuating based on who fits the particular project. NCT 127, the longitude of Seoul, where this group is based. NCT Dream, the youth-focused group whose members age out 18, and Wavy, based in China. As for what NCT stands for, that's Neo Culture Technology. The group first had all of its members team up on the same project in 2018, when NCT 2018 Empathy was released. In October 2020, they released their latest all-hands-on-deck project, NCT 2020 Resonance PT1. The album featured all 21 members of NCT 127, NCT Dream and Wavy, as well as newcomers Shotaro and Sungchan. To see some of them in action, check out the ambitious video for Make-A-Wish birthday song. Super M. Though this group was formed by SM Entertainment in 2019, each of the 7 members arrived with a built-in fan base, as they'd all previously been a part of another boy band. Taemin came from SHINee, Baekhyun and Kai from EXO, Taeyong and Mark from NCT 127, and Ten and Lucas from Wavy. Their status as the Avengers of K-pop helped their self-titled debut EP enter the Billboard 200 at number 1, a first for any Asian artist on their first at-bat. In September 2020, they dropped their first full-length album, Super One, and a merch collaboration with Marvel, Tomorrow X Together. The quintet comprised of Subin, Yeonjin, Byamjiu, Taehyun, and Hwaening Kai made their debut in 2019 with EP The Dream Chapter, Star. It entered the Billboard 200 at number 140, an impressive feat for newcomers. They've since released 6 more albums.